Patty Baker, how are ya? What's good, man? That's Eric Lucky. How are ya? Welcome. Mama knows best. Hey, how you doing? Do. Yeah. Wendy, how are ya? Welcome. I was gonna reach out to you. I don't have a Sunday stream going on this weekend, I guess. But you were I think the largest gifter on the last Saturday stream. So please send me a DM. I do want you to give me 4 items you want me to cook on like the Tuesday stream, and I'm gonna do that. Well, boy, hey, it's good to see you, man. I think so. If not, I'll have to check my DMs. But yeah, I hope you're having a really great Friday. I hope everyone's having a really great Friday leading into the weekend. It should be really good. I hope the weather's good. I know for a fact, we just got hit with so much snow. I had to fucking shovel the walkway like twice today. Yeah, well, boy, how's your Friday going, buddy? Hope you're doing good. A beef chili. I've done a beef chili as well. But I can definitely go through another beef chili. No problem. Because that is something that we do a lot of in the house. Very good Friday. Yeah, right on. What do you guys got planned for your weekends? Yeah. Head up onto my YouTube channel. No worries. I think I did 2 types of beef chili. One for like a chili mac, and then the other one was for, I think, just like a regular old chili. Just because I really wanted something like really heavy, something really dense. Um, yeah. You gonna make your first chili? Right on, dude. Right on. I like that. Okay, so as people are coming in, anyone in the chat, welcome so much to the live. I appreciate you all for being here. If you guys can, go ahead and just hit the shit out of that like button for me. It does help me in the algorithm, helps me find other similar, like-minded people just like yourselves, people that are into talking about food culture, all that good stuff, okay? As well, if you have a chance, hit the share button, because most likely if you guys are here, you know at least one person on your list that would want to be here as well. How many people we got in here? We got not too many. Okay, so today we're doing this. It's the stuffed potato and beef. I was thinking about doing like, because I saw like these English people, like a really big trend right now in like England, North Korean food. To be honest with you, I don't know what North Korean food is. If anything, it's probably similar to like South Korean if it was like fashionable, but there's not a lot I know about North Korea in terms of their food culture. I know a lot about North Korea and their politics, which I'm not really interested in. Um, yeah, so I saw like with like English culture, the stuffed potato is like a huge thing. It's like something that's carried on from the war times, but a lot of people are doing it as like a dinner, and I thought that would just be gnarly because I know like my wife loves things like potatoes. I like stuffed potatoes or like what do you call it, filled potato. So I'm just going to try to do something similar to that. And then for dessert, I'm going to be doing a cookie parfait, which is a great way to like kind of use up if you have like cookies on deck, but you also have like, you know, like packages that are just like a little bit kind of left over, or you have like individual packets, because again, we have a kid. This is just a great way. uh Stuffed is sort of like a twice baked potato. I'm not going to be baking it twice. What I was thinking is I just hard bake it until it's like super soft, and then Rory, how are you, man? Welcome to the live. I appreciate you for being here. The twice baked potato aspect is like I'm not going to bake it twice, but what I will do is I'm just going to leave it in there. Jordan, how are you? Hope you're having a really great Friday. Thanks so much for joining the live. I appreciate you for being here. Yeah, so I have the potatoes going in. I'm going to leave them for like 60, 70 minutes. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to crisp out the outside of the potato. And in this case, I'm using baker potatoes. So before I put the potatoes in, what I did is I seasoned them up with Tommy, what's up with the nails? The nails are because I can. Yeah, so I put the potatoes in. It's a little bit of oil, a little bit of garlic salt, and a little bit of oregano. What that's going to do is that it's going to create a nice crust on the outside of the potato. It's kind of more or less seasoning it. So It makes the potato skin a little bit more appealing rather than Bridget. Hi, how are you? Great to see you. Happy Friday as well. Hope you're having a really good Friday. Yeah, the cookie parfait is actually a really good way to kind of use up anything that you have like kind of in house that you just really would use up. If you have cookies, if you got like extra pastries, like just got one or two that are just going to get spoiled or like they're going to go stale really soon. This is kind of a method that I like to use up to just kind of use up those ingredients. Okay, so with the cookie parfait, essentially what I'm going to do is I'm using up just like these extra like cookies that I have. They're not going bad or nothing. It's just that we have like one or two, and quite frankly, we ain't going to eat them. So this is just a good way to get them out of the way. At the same time, I also have something like this. I also have like shortbread cookies for St. Patrick's Day, stuff like that. And what essentially this is, it's like a hack for like using up any excess cream that you have, if you do have cream. But if you do want to make, just ate my weekly Popeyes. Oh, damn. Yo, Popeyes is so fire. Yeah, dude. Yeah, so this is excited to see. Hey, Iron Maiden, welcome, dude. Good to see you, dude. I hope you're having a really great Friday, man. How are you today? I hope the weather's been pretty good. We just got hit with snow here in Calgary, and it sucks. But what are you gonna do? So the parfait is essentially just gonna be layers of like whipped cream with caramel. Kind of layered with different types of cookies, and it's a really good way again to get rid of those things. But if you don't have cookies, you can also use just ground up cake. You can use ground up any extra like pastries that you have or anything like that. Yeah, snowed a bit there as well, eh? Right on. I'm doing really well, man. Thank you so much. You're heading to Wisconsin. Oh man, you going for family or what are you doing down there? Freezing cold. How cold is it? Because I know here it's been really mild. Like it is snowing a lot, but it's not too crazy. Nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, you're heading to the toilet. Enjoy. Nanners, yes, she is on her way home right now. She's just gonna pick up our daughter from daycare today. We decided like that she would pick her up today. Thankfully, she said yes because my back is killing me from the shoot last night. Load up here. I drive a semi. Oh yeah. So you're heading down to Wisconsin. Hey, if you go down to Wisconsin, Tony. Yeah, if you go down to Wisconsin, I don't know how many times you've been to Wisconsin. If you get a chance, you got to try the cheese. Amazing. For some stupid reason, like Wisconsin cheese is so fucking good. You can't even deny it. But yeah, so the baked potato again today is going to be like, I'm going to just stuff the shit out of it. And I'm going to serve it with like a beef patty that I'm going to just kind of sear with a bit of the bacon fat that I have rendered off, as well as a bit of Montreal spice, just to kind of get the flavor profile of that going. So super rich, hearty dinner with a really light dessert. Because I figure like once Shannon like eats the potato, it's nap time city. So like, you know what I mean? I'm going to keep the dessert pretty light for the rest of the evening, I think. A couple of times. Yeah, dude. Right on. Find the Wisconsin brick cheese for Detroit style pizza. Yeah, that blue pan pizza or whatever. That's fire. I think you have to actually, in order to get the real like Wisconsin cheese, you have to go to like a dairy place, like a cheese, I don't know what they call that, a cheesery. I don't know. We have a couple here in the city that specialize specifically in Canadian or Alberta cheeses, and they have an amazing selection. So I figured with Wisconsin, they have something very similar. Weirdest weather: snow, rain, thunderstorms. What? -5 to -3 now plus what? That's crazy. That flux on that is nuts. Your sidewalks must be just fucking ankle break city. Damn. Right on, dudes. Yo, hey, and if anyone's new to the live, thank you guys again for joining the live. I appreciate you all for being here. If you guys have a quick second, if you can, just go ahead and annihilate that like button for me, because again, it helps me in the algorithm, helps me get in front of similar and like-minded people just like yourselves. Rory, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, it helps me get in front of like-minded people just like yourselves who want to talk about food culture, recipes, restaurant culture, chef culture, all that good stuff. As well, if you have any questions about food, you guys go ahead, leave the comments in the comment section below, and I will try to get to your questions as much as humanly possible. Leeds, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate you for being here. Welcome. You guys are going to love the community that we have here. Amazing people, great, loving, caring. It's awesome. Colby, thanks so much for the follow as well. Okay, so for the stuffed potato, I'm going to get the gravy going. So today I just had like this weird, like since it's been cold out, I always kind of have a hankering for like things that have gravy. I don't know what it is. Hey, I appreciate you, Colby. Thanks, man. What's funny about this shirt is they don't sell it. I actually bought this at the Slayer concert here in Calgary in 1997. So it is actually like mad, like vintage, right? Hella old. Jordan A, right on, dude. So what I was thinking about, especially with gravy, I was going to do like a poutine style stuffed potato, but instead of doing like a traditional, like using like the Saint Hubert type of gravy, I was actually thinking about, I really want like that KFC poutine. They have like the chicken gravy. So what I'm going to show you guys today is my version of the KFC gravy. All right. Yeah, they were, to be honest with you, if you caught Slayer in like the 90s, it was actually a pretty good concert, but being that I'm a colored person, it was kind of a weird situation when you went to those concerts. Cause there's a lot of like fucking Nazi kids in there. Def Leppard hoodie oh, cool. It's for only $22. That's not bad. You got a Popeyes poutine? Yeah, their gravy though is so dank. It's so good. Because what I love about it, it's not like the pepperiest thing in the world, but it has like a rich, like chicken fat flavor. Whereas the KFC poutine just has. Hey Rory, I appreciate you, bro. Whereas it, what do you call it? Has like more of like a chicken fat / peppery overtone. Hey. You know what it is, especially in Alberta, you know what I mean? Well, I mean, I do have a little bit of melatonin, so that means I don't use any sunscreen. I should, but you know. Okay, so I'm just going to go with like a light amount of gravy because I am going to like flood the the potato itself with, with this gravy. So what I'm going to do on the back burner is I'm going to get just like on the... This is the small burner in the back. I'm going to put it about 5.5. I'm going to go ahead and start with just a little bit of butter, right? Because I'm going to try to make just a roux. And if you don't know what a roux is, essentially it's just butter and flour. This is going to act as like, your majority thickening agent for the gravy. Well, I mean, I don't know when you were in Calgary last, but it's actually blown up. It's very multicultural. It's a great... Hey, Tijuana, thank you so much. But if you do come back to Calgary again, it is a great place now. It's a lot more multicultural. The food scene here is blown up. There's a lot more things like Korean food culture, like the nouveau or like modern Indian culture, as well as like you're going to start now seeing Malaysian, a lot of Korean spots, which are really inspired. Korean coffee shops are a giant thing here, which I love. Carla from New Brunswick, welcome. Great to see you. I hope you're having a really great Friday. Right now, Tijuana. So, this might sound extremely biased because, again, I do have quite a few friends. They're still all in the cooking scene. We're all chefs. To be honest with you, if you get a chance, please do go down to a spot. It's called Nan's Noodle House. They are just opening up their new spot in downtown. I believe the opening day was today. I am planning on trying to go down either tomorrow or later in the week. Fall Christmas, hey, what's good? I'm doing really well. I hope you're having a really great Friday. How are you? But yeah, that's Nan's Noodle House is an amazing spot. It's again, just be open-minded because it is vegan or vegetarian. And honestly, I love eating like proteins, like meats. But to be honest with you, you won't even notice. I do recommend their Dan Dan noodles. I recommend the pho. I recommend, oh my God, the banh mi. Amazing. It's out of this world. Alia, hey, how are you? Welcome to the live. I appreciate you for being here. Okay, so I have the butter in the back just kind of just melting away. I'm gonna add a little bit of flour to this. And then with the roux, there's several grades of roux. So in this case, I do want to have more of a dark roux, strictly because I do want it to the nuttiness of the more cooked out flour will add extra flavor and darkness to the gravy. Okay, how are we looking? Okay, cool. Yeah, you want to try stuff around the city? Absolutely. There's also, I do recommend, if you want really dank food in the Northeast, there's this new spot called Hidden Spot. It's by where like the Earl's and Joey Tomatoes is, like that corner where like the Great Canadian Wholesaler is, in that like office park, okay? Definitely do give them a try. They have some gnarly bar food. They have stuff that I would consider just like the dankest in the city right now, as well as there is... Yo, pho, I love it. I love it because again on a really cold day, pho is what gets you through. Add a little bit of that extra spice in, right? You're slurping noodles. It's just amazing. Fall Christmas, hey, yes. It's been a really overall really great day, so I really can't complain. Jamie, hey, what's good? I hope you're having a really great Friday. Thanks so much for joining the live. How are you today? Okay, so I got the roux in the back going. I'm just going to give that just a quick blend up. Again, when you're dealing with roux, if you are starting to take on too much cooking time, do just pull it off the heat, give it a stir to incorporate it, and then you can just let it cool down really quickly off the heat and then put it back on, okay? So with this, it's a super easy recipe. So essentially what you're doing is you're cooking out your roux. You're going to try to get as much color as humanly possible going for this, okay? And yeah, you want to take this a little bit past the point of blonde roux, but at the same time, never take your eyes off the roux because it will burn like that. It's one of those things that just happens really, really quickly. Smoo, hey, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you for rolling through. As always, you do brighten up my day, man. I appreciate you for being here. I hope you're also having a really great day, and don't you forget you are also loved in this world as well, brother. You've been down with the flu? Oh, yeah. I've been noticing just because, again, with the flux in weather, everybody's been catching a hit of that, what do you call it? Catching a hit of that, that flu. My roux is burning. Glizzo, it's far from burning. But I am keeping my eye on it. Pathway Burgers. I have actually tried Pathway Burgers. They are crazy. They got this wicked, if I believe, is Pathway the same spot that also does like momos? Yep, that's it. Yeah, go for the momos. Yeah, that place is fire, dude. Oh man, I haven't tried the chili momos. I did is I like the momos like done like almost like dumpling style, so hard seared. Hey Cruz, what's good, dude? Welcome to the live. I appreciate you for being here. Mackay, what I am making tonight is I'm doing a hardcore stuffed potato with a beef, with like a beef burger steak on the side. So I'm going to be stuffing it with bacon. It's going to have cheese curds. It's going to have shredded mozzarella as well as blended cheddar. There's also going to be some sour cream. I'm right now doing a my version of the KFC chicken gravy just because I really wanted to like over top of that. Yeah, so and then like hit it with some crispy bacons and garnish it with a bit of green onions, making it super, super dank, okay? And then to offset that for dessert, I'm going to just be doing a nice light cookie parfait. Something to just like use up some extra cookies that I had on deck, as well as these. I got some over there. But again, like I've been saying earlier in the live, you don't really have to use cookies. If you have extra, like, you have like an extra end piece of cake, you got like some extra brownies, you got stuff that you know is just going to go stale and no one's going to eat it. This is a good way to refresh those extra desserts or extra like pastry type things that you got at the end. Got some Arby's at the Love Truck stop. Hey. Arby's, man. What'd you get at Arby's? Has anyone actually gone to the Arby's and got like a meat mountain? Out of curiosity, I've never gotten one. Going to the keg for your son's birthday. Oh yeah, dude. Go get my man's a fucking stuffed fucking potato. You know what I'm saying? Get a porterhouse maybe. All right, so now see if I'm starting to get this really nice, slightly brown color. It's not entirely blonde, but it's now brown. So I'm going to go ahead, pull that off the heat just gently, and then I'm going to add in a little bit of my chicken stock powder, right? And I'm going to go ahead and season the roux right away with it, and then I'm just going to add just plain water to it. All right, so by adding the chicken stock powder, it's going to help darken that roux. All right, so you get this really nice off color, not too crazy. Then I'm just going to go ahead and add in about maybe a cup's worth of water. Right, and let that come up to a boil. Okay, just keep giving that a stir until everything's kind of dissolved. And then essentially that's it. So all you're doing now is you're just going to let it come up to a simmer, get thick, and then you're just going to season it with some white pepper or dark pepper, whatever you feel. 17th Ave Southeast, hit up Bravo for pupusas. Oh man, I love pupusas. Those are some of my favorite things. For breakfast sausage patty, should I mix mild or hot sausage with ground pork? To be honest, it really depends on what you're in the mood for. Me personally, I love like spicy types of sausage. So you can use hot Italian or you can use chorizo. Both those things are really amazing for that kind of stuff. Or you can also just do a mild sausage mix with your ground pork, and then you can season that accordingly. So you can add extra cayenne, chipotle seasoning. Even like a little bit of hot sauce, but I would stay away from the hot sauces that have vinegar, right? You do want to infuse a lot of chili flavor into it. You can also use Asian chili oil, stuff like that as well. Brown sugar, bacon, BLT, damn. When do we start deglazing? I pretty much just deglazed the pan as is by just adding the water in. So what I'm doing now is I got it on, what do you call it? Just a mild simmer, and that's going to come up to temperature. I'm just going to leave it as is, then I'm going to flavor that accordingly. D-Lizzo, hey, you have a good rest of your day as well. Thank you so much for joining. Is fend for yourself Friday for supper? Tater tot poutine. Ooh, damn. You know what's funny is I remember like when there's like a Humpty's nearby, and you can do it was like a breakfast skillet, but it had like mostly like cheese queso, bunch of sausage and bacon, all that stuff on top of like hash browns. I opted for tater tots instead. That was the gnarliest thing I've ever had. It was like so rich. I just took a nap after. You had the meat mountain? Oh, dude, that's crazy. Tijuana, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate you for being here. Again, you're going to love the people that we have in our community. Just loving, caring, sharing. It's all amazing. Okay, I want to add some brown sugar too. The grocery store, getting all the ingredients. Nice. Yeah. What am I cooking today? I am cooking a fully loaded stuffed potato. It's going to have with a little bit of like a beef burger patty on the side. Yo, I haven't had a sloppy Joe in a long time. I think it's time, because I really have like a really nice, relatively easy sloppy Joe recipe that I love cooking. I'm doing the complete stuffed baked potato with a beef patty on the side, and then for dessert I'm doing a nice easy cookie parfait, something not too crazy. Okay, so this is just going to come up to a simmer, and it's slowly going to start to thicken. So in this case, if it wasn't enough roux, what I would recommend is you can do just if you want to thicken it further, get it to that density where it's like super, super thick. You can also use to finish it, help it through to fully thicken it. You can also bring it thick with a bit of cornstarch slurry, or you can use an oil roux. What that means is you're going to grab any type of canola oil, peanut oil. I just wouldn't use olive oil because it does have quite a bit of that flavor. But use that canola oil. Add a couple tablespoons of flour to it, blend it together, and then slowly pour that in a cut like tablespoon at a time. Stir it into your mix to see if you get to that nice consistency that you're looking for. because when you use oil roux, it's all about, you have to like put it in, stir it, and then wait 3 or 4 minutes to see if you get to that thickness, and then you're going to keep doing that as you go, because you do want it to be at a light simmer so that it does cook and inflate the flour in your roux. All right, right on, right on. And again, guys, anybody that's new in the live, thank you again so much for, love to see you posting the process. Hey, Tijuana, thank you so much. Yeah, so anyone that's new to the live, I appreciate you all for being here. Welcome so much. You're going to love the community that we're in. If you guys do have a quick second, if you can, just keep smashing the like button for me. Again, it helps me in the algorithm, get to other people just like yourselves, like-minded people who want to talk about food, food culture, restaurant culture, chef culture, all that good stuff. As well, if you guys do have a chance, if you can, go ahead and hit that share button, because most likely if you're here, you will also know they do have the Meat Mountain here in Canada. Yes. Yeah, most likely you will know at least one other person that would love to be on this live with you as well. And nice. So now that's coming up to a nice thickness. Perfect. So I'm just going to let that go for a little bit, and then we're going to season that as it becomes a little bit thicker. Okay. Nice. Yeah, keep hitting that that like for me. That does help me out quite a bit, and it's muchly appreciated, guys. Cool. All right, so with this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start on getting just the extra components for the stuffed potato. So essentially what I'm going to be doing is like I guess the main protein parts will be the burger, but I do want to hit it with bacon, because the stuffed potato itself will primarily be cheese, gravy, bacon, some sour cream on top, and green onions. So I'm going to get a bunch of that just extra mise en place. I'm going to just add in just a little bit more chicken stock just to make it like just that extra bit. Use up the can. Boom. Like that. Beautiful. Okay. And what was I going to say? Andy, yes, it's going to be because it's been snowing today, and I always try to do something a little bit hearty, and a little bit like it hits you right here, on like the colder, more snowy days. It really just warms up the soul. You know what I'm saying? Makes nap time that much better, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, what was I saying? As well, anybody that is new here, if you guys want, please go ahead, follow my page. I will, at the end of every live stream, as much as humanly possible, I always try to post pictures and video of the final dishes that I do for my live streams. Just so if you want to have a closer look, as well if you want recipe ideas or need help with a recipe or anything like that, and I'm not on live, by all means, Jay's winning. Hey, what's good, man? It's good to see you as well, man. Welcome to the live. Thank you so much. Yeah, as well, if you need help with any recipes, need ideas or anything like that, and I'm not on the live, please feel free to hit me in the DMs. Whenever you need, I will try to get back to you as soon as humanly possible. All right? Because again, right now, we're just trying to create a nice community full of like-minded people that want to just, up their at-home food game. That's perfect. Okay, so now that it's at a full simmer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit it with some just white pepper. Yeah, like say 2 or 3 dashes. It really depends on what you, how much pepper you want, or how peppery you want your gravy. That's going to be up to you. Okay, and I'm just going to let that reduce down, and that's pretty much it. Essentially, that's what a KFC gravy is, because usually when KFC makes their gravy, as far as I know, they're taking their excess like chicken fats, anything that got rendered out into the fryer. They're gonna, like any of the over-seasoned oil or any of the way that they reduce their chickens, get their fat out from the skins. They're gonna take that, put it into a big mass pot. They're gonna just put that in, add flour, make a chicken roux, and that's all. And that's all she wrote. Nanners is actually on her way home right now. She's just out picking up our daughter. We agreed that she can go pick her up because my back and my knees have just been killing me from shoveling, as well as like I did have like a long shooting day yesterday, so that took its toll for sure. Okay, cool. So I'm going to get that on the go right there, and then I'm just going to put this on to a low on here. I'm going to get a pan just started on 4.5 on the big burner. I'm gonna get my bacon started. All right, so for the bacon, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm probably gonna use up, I'm thinking maybe 4 or 5 shards of bacon. I think should be just enough, right? Because I do want to have those bigger chunks of bacon in there. Oh yeah, I'm not too bad, man. Karen, happy Friday as well. Hope you're having a really great day. Dawn and Bella, do a can of cherry pie filling, can of pineapple, drain the pineapple, yeah, and vanilla cake mix. Ooh, you know, I did a version of that when I was at a retirement home. It's like you do an upside down cake thing. So you take that, let it rest, and you flip it after it's done. I think I might do that because that was one of my favorite dishes when you have a little bit of vanilla ice cream with it. Any more spice ideas before you go? What kind of spices? To be honest with you, I'm all about getting just a variable of spices, your salt, your pepper, as well as your savory. So your basil, your oregano, you have like ground ginger, you have garlic powder. If you can't find garlic powder, use garlic salt, but you're going to have to use that sparingly because it's very strong. Paprika or chipotle powders, all that stuff. Brady, hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. This is a one of my favorite hoodies. I don't listen to Slayer as much, but this is one of my favorite hoodies. I bought it in 1997. It's an original from the concert when they were here. What kind of cream pie are you looking for? Yeah, it was an awesome concert. I remember it was 1997, and I believe it was Hatebreed that opened for them. It was like, and it was also, keep in mind, it was one of my very first metal concerts I've ever gone to. So, to be perfectly honest, you were born in '94. Don't make me feel old, bro. I was an '85 kid. Yeah, but like, it was like the first time I ever saw Throwing Down. It was the first time I ever saw like a pit of that magnitude. It was like a prison riot, like, to be perfectly honest. And keep in mind, I was like 13, right? So I was like, this is crazy. Typical guy, yeah. But this is also like this hoodie is literally like, it fits just the right way, and it's like they don't make clothes like this anymore, right? It's just, it works. So, you know what I'm saying? And like, not a lot of people listen to Slayer these days, which is fine. But with that said, it's just this is something, just a part of my childhood that I just can't give up. It's like my security blanket when I'm at home. You know what I mean? You wish you were born in '84? Hey, you're still that, like, that prime, like 1994. That means you still got to grow up as like the internet became like a thing. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in the '90s, I mean, like, the '90s was dope. There was a lot of like, because growing up, especially here in Calgary, like where I grew up was like technically like the edge of the city, like at its time. So like you go, like we here had like Nose Hill Park. You go onto Nose Hill Park, you look over the hill, boom, just farmland. You know what I'm saying? Just nuts. Nothing beats '83. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just start lightly sauteing this bacon out. All right. Okay, and a really nice tip is you're gonna take that and you're gonna add just like a small, maybe quarter cup of water max, maybe even an eighth of cup of water. What this is going to do is it's going to help break up those what do you call it, the bacon bits for you, and it's going to re-render that fat out. So what I'm looking for really is to make sure that the fat comes out of the bacon, so that when I start searing off my my beef patties, they'll be nice. They'll have a lot of good bacon fat content, as well as this is a hickory bacon, so you get that kind of into into the beef itself. Brady, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you for being here. The 90s was pretty cool. I mean, everyone remembers Pogs, right? You should see my wife's Pog collection. It is nuts. Canada, not the same. I mean, it's different, but I mean, this is kind of how we yeah, it's kind of like how we what do you call it? It changes, right? Things change over time, which is kind of a good thing and a bad thing. But I really like the how like Calgary's kind of managed to kind of reinvent itself over the years, which is not bad. I kind of wish its music and art scene was a little bit more diverse, but with that said, at least you can still find a show for kind of pretty much any genre here, which is still pretty good. Queenie Boo, East Indians. Yeah, I mean, we've always had like a really great Indian population in general. And I'll be real, because I grew up around a lot of East Indians coming up when I was really young. And let me be real, like fucking the food that like the first time I ever had like a thing like a pan puri or like chicken tikka masala, I didn't realize like things can get so spicy. At times I was like, damn, like this is some flavor, and like the smells of like their spice racks just kind of remind me of being a kid, and I love that. No helmets back then. Hey, yeah, facts. I mean, remember lawn darts? Like, yo, yeah, like steel lawn darts, dude. Today's world is okay. You have to just kind of, I feel with today's world, it's all about like the niche things that we're really interested in doing. For me, it's like I spend a lot of time making music, or I do film, which is what I've been doing this last like couple weeks, and a couple weeks going ahead, as well as I love cooking. I perform magic. You know what I mean? It's just it's all about. I feel the world is more with the internet. Niche culture has been able to grow in a very positive way. How do you cook your bacon stovetop in the oven? I started cooking my bacon in the oven. Hey, I mean, by all means, as long as you have your rashes nice and laid out, you can just leave it in there. Make sure you just watch the cook time on it so you don't overcook it, because remember, your pan is warm, so you do want to pull it out just a little bit before it's done. Pull it out, let it rest, and it should cook all the way through as it rests. Nothing is the same. Yeah, and I think that's a good thing, though, right? Because I think evolution of man and evolution of people it's great, right? Everything goes with the times as well as the technology that accompanies it, and I love that. You haven't heard of Pogs in a long, dude. When my wife comes home, I'll see if she can grab her like collection of Pogs, and you guys will see. It is something that is like, because again, we have like, if you look in the back, right, we have CDs, right, like the fullest collection, but like around this wall is two whole things of like DVDs and extra CDs that we've accumulated pretty much like over the last like 30 years, because like, or 20 years or so, because like when I used to go to like punk or hardcore shows, you would always buy like a $5 demo, or like you would just have CDs, you know what I mean? Queenie, I think it really depends on the people. Remember, bad people are in every culture. It's just what it is. Right? But if we're always looking for the bad, how are we going to find the good? Right? I always just look for the good. All the bad can just fucking go into their own corner. It's just fine. They'll work themselves out. And Ty, absolutely. Being yourself is extremely important, right? Like when you Makai, welcome back. What's in the pan? What I got in the pan, so right here is that nice chicken gravy. I'm just letting that stay warm. I seasoned it with some white pepper, and that's just going to do its thing. In the pan, I chopped up a little bit of bacon. I added a dash of water, because again, that's just a really quick chef's trick to just kind of make sure that when you slice up your bacon in shards in a stack, you add a little bit of that water in. It helps render out just a little bit of that, what do you call it? Bit of that fat and a bit of that oil. And then it just helps it so that when it does boil off all the water, it can then sear evenly with the bacon piece that you have. So when you collect it, you have a bit of that fat left over, which is great. Sam, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate you for being here. Welcome. Oven bacon with maple syrup. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because the best part about doing, like, especially bacon in the pan in the oven, is that you get consistent strips. I usually love doing it, like, when I was in restaurants, you would just make, like, 10 or 12 full sheets to put in the oven, bake them off as once, and then you can then just put them onto the thing, and then you can just make your sandwiches, I guess, accordingly. Because what I liked is it's consistent sheets, like consistent shards that aren't curled. They're all flat. 4x4 Jeep, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. The type of potato that I'm using today is baker's potato. The problem with baker's potato, and Lek, what am I making tonight? I am doing a way overstuffed baked potato. It's going to have bacon. It's going to have curd cheese. It's going to have mozzarella shredded cheese, shredded cheddar cheese. I'm making a chicken gravy, like a KFC style chicken gravy on the back here. I'm going to be garnishing it with sour cream and green onions. It's going to be just gnarly. And then for dessert, I'm going to be doing just generally a light cookie parfait. So it's a good way, again, to get rid of like your excess like spare cookies that you just kind of have lying around. You just have them all kind of in a thing. Well, look who it is. Nanners has entered the chat. Where did I go to cooking school? I didn't. I started as a dishwasher when I was 13. I did have the opportunity to go to culinary school. I just opted not to, just because I really didn't see the point. Okay, so I'm just right now, got the water. I pushed up the heat to about a 6, just to kind of help the water so I don't or over simmer out all the flavor out of the bacon bits. So what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to work out a bit of the water so that just kind of evaporates, does its thing, and then I can just pull out all the excess bacon and then I'll throw them into a container. That will be for my garnish. Second garnish, while this is going, I'm going to get my green onions going. Okay, so I have just a little bit of pre-washed green onions that I had from the other day there. I'm just going to pull off any of the more soggy strands. Give it a quick cleanup. Okay. Hi, honey. How was your day?
Good.
You had a good day?
My first being good at school today.
Was he? That's nice. All right, so now I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to cut mostly just the greens off of my green onions, like that. Yeah, and the reason, like, you don't have to cut the tips off of the green onions if you don't want to.
Just the tip.
Just Angie, thank you so much for the follow. And Wendy, thank you so much for the heart me. Oh, I appreciate that. Hey, Lek, don't even worry about it. This is why I try to keep this here, just for anybody that does enter the chat, so at least we're all know. But I mean, of course, I'm more than happy to let you know. It says beef, fall Christmas. Yes, I am going to be making little beef, kind of like a beef burger patty, to kind of go on the side with it. So when you cover the whole thing in gravy, you have gravy and all that extra stuff for the patty as well. So you have a hit of that protein, okay? I thought it would just be a really great addition. All right, so yeah, I just got the tips off the thing. You don't have to, again, but I like to just make sure that when you cut the tips off the green onions, it really helps maintain consistency in the chop, you know, just so there's not like excessive bulging or anything like that just coming out of the thing. All right, a couple of these, just a little bit tough. All right, and that should be good. Right, I'm going to keep the whites for another dish that I have coming up later in the week. Yeah, because again, the whites of the greens versus the dark green, the softer green parts, there is a mild difference. But I find, for me, the whites they're better at cooking. Like, they're better if you put them into a hot pan. They will take on a lot of that excess flavor. Okay. Nice. So I'm just going to get these lightly crisp. I don't want them all the way crispy, just because I do like the idea of more softer rendered bacon rather than crispy bacon, which are just shards that sit within the food and they kind of just, it's crunchy, but it doesn't have a good flavor palette. I do want it to be nice and even all the way through. Hey, what's good? PK, how are you today? Is it the connection? I'm actually looking at pretty good. It says good connection.
I don't know.
It might be the weather too. Alrighty. Tired but surviving. Hey, I hear that. So I got the bacon's now starting to get a good amount of color and rendering. Yep. Heck yeah. So at this point, I'm just gonna wait another 2 minutes. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just put this into a container. Okay, so next after that, I'm gonna go ahead and start just a kind of a caramel vanilla whipped cream for the parfait. It should be right down there. Yeah. Okay, so about another minute or so on that. For the whipped cream, what I'm going to do is I have some excess cream just I was using for another recipe. Nolan, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you for being here. I hope you're having a really great Friday. How are you? Nice and cool. Hey, man, I appreciate you for saying that, dude. Lead core slammers. Oh, my God. Won everybody's pogs. Yeah, I remember back in the day with those pogs, these homies used to have, I think my wife even has them. They were called shredders. Were they shredders?
Sir, I could retrieve them
I was telling him about
They are shredders.
They are shredders. I was telling him about your pog selection. If you would be so nice to show them, that would be fantastic.
Oh, good Lord.
Whoops, wrong container. I'll pull that bacon out. Hi, honey. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
I'm making stuffed potatoes.
How long have you been cooking for?
How long have I been cooking for? About 25 years now, but I did start cooking like at home when I was like 7.
There's bugs.
Yo, look at that. This whole thing is pogs. Yeah, like got these slammers. Look at that. These are the ones with like those fingerprints. Remember that?
What do you want?
Isn't that crazy?
What? We're trying to get cookies, apparently.
Okay. Okay, you have to be careful while you're down there. Can you hurry up? Because I don't want to burn you by accident.
Okay, grab them. Grab the box, please.
Okay. So I'm going to put that to the side just for now. Alrighty. Alright, turn the fan on just so it doesn't burn down the joint.
I'll move the pogs in a second.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, these pogs like this one. Like these are like those like mad steel ones. Like look at that. That's crazy.
You don't want to pull out the funny ones. Because if they're old enough, there you go. There's Gretzky.
Oh, whoa. Yo, look at this one. That's Gretzky, but look how thick that is. Damn. And like, look at that. That's
What are pogs?
What?
Oh, you must be young.
like, yo, this is back like when everyone had pogs. You know, if you feel me? Yo. The collection. Oh, yo, here. That's what I was talking about. A shredder. Like, look at
Pogs are a 90s.
yo, the homies
thing.
that would have this, right? If they started to lose, they would just start whipping these at people. It's so dumb. Oh man. Oh my god, yo, this one had like the dual for like when you slam it down, the finger holes. Right? Look how thick that is. Damn.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When it comes to 90s culture, we're all over that. What are pogs? Andy, look up. You have to go. They're hard to describe. They're basically just like bottle cap insert things. I think that's how they started. But like, look them up on YouTube. It was a game that if you grew up in the 90s, these are pogs. Right? So what you would do is you would take those slammers, like you'd pile them up. So if you're playing against somebody, you just stack them up onto the ground like that. Then you take the slammer, that was those thick things, right? You'd slam it down on top, and then whichever ones got flipped over, you pulled to the side and you kept. Right? And that was like kid version of gambling, if you will. You know what I'm saying? It was just like one of those things. It's like when you think 90s culture, I immediately think pogs, devil sticks, you know what I mean? Like like having what do you call it? Rollerblades without brakes, yeah, all that good stuff. All right, so what I'm going to be working on here is I got some nice cream, just in a container, and then to that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add just a hit of this, just like this caramel that we have for sundaes. What I like about it because it has a natural emulsifier in it that will help give the cream a little bit of not only flavor, but it'll actually give it some strength so that I can do a really loose kind of whipped cream. Okay. So that's on the go there. And I'm going to be pretty much pulling out my potatoes. They should be almost done. Let's give that a quick check. Yep. Yep. And you know it's good because when you give it a squeeze, it has give, right? It really is squishy, right, on the inside. Steve J, I've been cooking for about 25 years now, professionally. Brash Wayne Slammer, damn. I don't know. I thought I was talking about Pogs. Yeah, I've been cooking about 25 years now, a little over, professionally. Don and Bella, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, and I also appreciate you for being here, right? Again, if you guys have any questions about recipes, about food in general, chef culture, all that good stuff, yo, hit me in the comments, by all means. All right, so the secret to baked potatoes. So again, make sure that you wash them, leave them in the, what do you call it? Just leave them in the oven for about, I went an hour and 20 minutes at 400 degrees. I did Crazy Bones and all the clad. Yo, Are You Afraid of the Dark was actually more my favorite than Goosebumps. Bumba Clutch. Ace, come on now, bro. Yeah, okay, so yeah, when it comes to your baked potatoes, so now they're just, you do need to let them rest a little bit. My true secret to letting it rest though is that you leave it in the pan. So if you're only going to cook 3 and it's a pan this size, what I like to do is I'll just hit it with some plastic wrap, right? And let it fully steam. And what this is going to do is that it's actually going to go ahead and soften the skin. So when you're ready to use it, you can just slice down the middle and squeeze it. So then it gives you that gorgeous puff in the middle. It allows it to be stuffed. These also, it's true. Gargoyles, oh man. Pippi Dongstocking. Also, like, to be honest with you, like, I was a huge fan of like Biker Mice from Mars, or if you're a real Canadian, one of my favorite TV shows growing up of all time was Reboot. John Bryson, thank you, man. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to make sure that everyone's lively, fun, you know what I'm saying? Jesse, what's good, man? Welcome to the live. I appreciate you for being here, bro. Ghost Rider. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Is that a TV show? But like, I'll be real though. When you watch, like, when you were like a kid and you watched like Are You Afraid of the Dark, was that your catalyst for horror movies? Like, that really got me into like horror genre, horror mystery, thriller genre. I can't get enough of it these days anymore. Luxurious Affluence, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the live. What about Star Wars? To be honest, I watched the shit out of like, it was like Return of the Jedi was one of my favorite. The original one was good, but like I think Return of the Jedi, because I had the VHS, was one of my all-time favorites, hands down. Ready or Not? No, I didn't, or at least I don't think, because I grew up, again, like every Canadian, we grew up a lot on like YTV. So if it was on YTV, I guarantee I watched it. Jesse eating some soup. What do you got for soup? Yo, just so y'all know, we love 90s culture in this place. Hey, Mama B, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you for being here, and thank you so much for the follow. You're going to love the people that are in here. It's the same kind of personalities. You know what I mean? Like, we just give off the same vibes. We all feed off of each other's energy. It's an amazing thing. Jesse, chicken soup. That sounds delicious. Yo, Pinky in the Brain. Like Animaniacs? Oh, for sure. Kelly, I started it about an hour ago. So what I'm doing right now, I just pulled out the potatoes. They were in for about an hour and 20 minutes on the back burner. I made my version of like a KFC gravy. So like that chicken-based gravy with a bit of that pepper, okay? I just did crisp up and render out some bacon so that in the pan I have enough bacon fat to be able to sear some really nice beef patties. Nate's World, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate you guys for doing that. And then right now I'm just working on the whipped cream. It's a caramel whipped cream that I'm going to be doing for this nice cookie parfait. Mello, are you in Calgary? By all means, man. You know what I'm saying? Doors open. That's right. That's right. Well, doors open, plates, we got it for you. All right, so with this, I'm just going to go ahead and give it a quick blend. And again, I added like the, what do you call it? The parfait. For the parfait, the caramel that I used was like that Sunday caramel kind of, what do you call it? Stuff that you put on top. The reason being is because, again, it has a lot of stabilizer in it. So that when you do mix it in with a thing like a heavy cream, like a 34%, it actually helps give it more like body, as well as that when you do, even if you were to blend it really lightly, it does help it maintain a lot of its, what do you call it? A structure, even if you did like a soft whip. Power Rangers and the Jetsons. Oh man, yo, I used to be a huge Power Rangers nerd when I was a kid, because I remember everyone had like the those fucking belt things that they had with the coin in it. I was super jealous when somebody got like that, the Green Ranger, like Tommy's fucking his dagger flute thing. Pinky in the Brain was awesome. I 100% agree. Do you remember the Belvedere? Yes, I do. Yeah, because I think the Belvedere is around the same time as, like, there was, like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, my friend Len worked there as Belvedere. But the Belvedere was kind of around the same time as, like, on Stephen Ave. There was, like, the Bell Fry. There was the not Home Tasting Room. Was it Home Tasting Room? My buddy Daniel ran. There's a bunch of other restaurants. Like, I opened, what was it called? Blue Olive while I was down there. It was a more like a Montreal smoked meat joint. I think the original Unicorn location was still like downstairs. So yeah, I do definitely remember the Belvedere. DuckTales, Muppet Babies, Care Bears. Oh man, if anyone remembers Care Bears, that means they definitely have to remember the one that came before it, which was Gummy Bears, the TV show. Ninja Turtles, the original. I had just watched a little bit of the original Ninja Turtles. It still holds up, and I love it. Flintstones, oh yeah, dude. It's a duck blur. The raccoon.
Just quoting the lyrics to the theme song? Yes, I am.
Yeah, I can tell. What's stuffed potato and meat? Okay, so essentially what that is, it's just like a, what do you call it? It's a cold, rainy day. Did you ever work with a tall dude with a really low voice? Steve J, his name was Len. Super tall dude. You know what I'm saying? Very much a rocker kind of guy. But I mean, he may have not worked there when you were there, but like I remember, like I had a homie that definitely worked at the Belvedere, at least one or two guys. Another restaurant from that time period was like Gothic and Ivy. So you can chase me and catch me. No, well I mean, I do enjoy the idea of having a Pikachu. Not gonna lie, or a Charmander, just because you always have like, something you can like cook with. You know what I'm saying? A homie that's just like holding your food while you like cook on their tail. Rena, thanks so much for the follow. And that guy, thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome to the live, guys. I appreciate it. Bobby's World. Oh, man. Does anybody remember when Bobby's World, I think that was like a Fox joint? Remember when they had a contest that you can win, like a Simpsons house? Because I remember that being advertised on like Bobby's World, like at the end of the episodes and shit. But like nobody ever won it, right? It was like the Pepsi Jet. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue whipping this, so at least I can get a nice, good medium or like soft to soft medium kind of whipped cream. No one remembers Tales of the Crypt. Oh, dude, the cartoon and the Fox one. The Belvedere produced a famous lead singer. Who? Because I also remember the band Belvedere. Okay, So I got my gravy. That's nice and thick. Boom. I'm just gonna leave that in the back. So that's gonna act as my Nate's World. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate you for doing that, as well as the TikTok. Hey, thank you so much. Yo, hey, fall Christmas. Let me tell you a little something about X-Files. All right. Me and Shannon, we do this thing where like every 1 to 2 years, we will just
Every year.
is it every year?
Every year.
Yeah, okay, so every year we will physically binge watch the entirety of X-Files, start to finish. I love the X-Files. Like we like the X-Files is our jam in this house. You know what I'm saying? I'll even go out of my way to watch that like Simpsons Halloween one where like Scully and Mulder are in Springfield doing their thing. When do you start making the English muffins? To be honest with you, I haven't made English muffins in like a long time, but I will definitely put that on the list. Giorgio's for sure. If you want me to make them, I'll put them on the list for a future live. You watch Raymond, King of Queens daily. Oh, that's yeah. I feel everyone kind of has like, they always have like a comfort show that they hit. You know what I'm saying? For us in this house, it's for sure. It's like X-Files, 100%. All right. So I'm just creating a nice soft whip. I'm getting just nice light ribbons on the inside of this. All right. And again, I don't want this to be a stiff whip. I just want it to be a nice silky kind of more or less. It's like a mixture between like soft and medium thickness. Okay. So it's nothing too crazy. Okay, guys, again, anybody that's new, inactivity, what the fuck? That's so weird. Yeah, that's so weird. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Yes, anybody that's new to the live as well, welcome. My name's John. Thank you again so much for joining this live. Anybody in the chat right now, if you guys have a quick chance, can you please spam the likes as much as humanly possible? Again, it helps me in the algorithm, gets me in front of eyes just like yourselves, people that are like-minded, who want to talk about food. They love talking about food, things about food culture, recipe ideas, chef and restaurant culture, all that good stuff, and apparently 90s culture. So yeah, if you guys can go ahead and do that for me, it does help me out quite a bit. Yeah, X-Files is the best. King of Queens, I haven't actually dug into the King of Queens in a little while. Stuffed green pepper with hamburger and rice. To be honest, Don and Bella, I ran a Greek restaurant for about 3.5, 4 years, and that was one of the items on, I can't remember what it's called, but it was one of our largest selling items, and let me tell you, it depends on... Do I got an epic taco recipe? Yo, my friend, hit me in the DMs. I will give you a quick rundown of like my version of like a Taco Tuesday night. All right? Because I was thinking about doing tacos on a live coming up.
Also,
Patsy.
If you're Canadian, you can go to Taco Time and buy a bucket of their hot sauce.
Oh yeah, that's actually good to know. Shannon is saying that if you are Canadian, you can go to Taco Time and you can actually physically buy a bucket of their hot sauce, which I do recommend doing because it's amazing. Patsy, how are ya? Welcome to the live. I appreciate you for joining. Welcome. Okay, so now these are nice and steamed, good to go. All right, I got this nice and soft. How are we looking? Good. So now I'm just going to move on to just searing my beef patties. Right, and they're just going to be really, really simply just Montreal steak spice on the beef patties. And you love my videos? Thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here. Do you know what jollof is? Yes. I've had, or unless it's like more than just rice, but I've had jollof rice before, and it was amazing. Yeah, tacos, dude. But if you guys want to see a taco night, nice. Kelly, right on. Yeah, hey, honestly, nobody can say no to tacos. You know what I mean? You're going to be hard-pressed to find anybody that I know that's like, nah, I don't want tacos. Tacos. Taco Bell's used to be Daddy's favorite. Karen, absolutely, yeah. So then, if I'm going to do a taco night, I will show you guys a dank taco recipe that I do have. Again, it's just going to be really simple stuff that it's accessible to everybody. But it's just going to be like one of those hardcore like taco night things that you eat like 2 or 3 and you're just done. You think his stage name is Marilyn Manson, and he worked at the Belvedere? If that's true, that's crazy. Taco Bell keeps you occupied. Yeah, but I will say one of the best things Taco Bell ever put out was like those Fiesta potatoes, right? You get a thing of cheese sauce, smack those on there, right? And you can just literally just one of my favorite things too was you go to Taco Bell, you get the potato fries, right? You get the potatoes, right? Cheese sauce on top, then you eat your tacos over top of it, and then you purchase like 1 or 2 more soft taco shells, right? So that when you finish all your crunchy tacos, you then pour that extra mix into the regular soft tacos, eat the rest of that, and there's no waste. Plus, you're also ganked. Like, you're just going to go home and, like, be occupied, if you know what I'm saying. Right on. Okay, so I got this on the warming right now. Okay, I was able to find some nice relatively cheap ground beef, because right now chicken in Alberta is like, for some reason, like absurdly expensive.
No, the sitcom, The Belvedere.
Oh, the Belvedere. Was he actually on TV though? Because I don't remember. Okay, so when it comes to your beef patty, Preston, how are ya? Welcome to the live. I appreciate you for being here. Okay, so yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking, this is extra lean, so that when I do give it a sear, it won't shrink as much, because anything lower than than just lean ground beef will start to shrink as you heat it too quickly. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna let that do its thing, heating up, and then we're gonna get on to what do you call it? Just dressing those potatoes. Who picked the entree? I did. I just had a hankering today, and I knew for a fact that my wife loves potatoes, so. Taters. Bought ground beef for $15 a kilo. 10, 11, yeah. But keeping in mind with inflation especially, it's kind of gone up because again, we're going through, at least in Alberta, we're going through a drought. So it is making things hella, like, way more expensive. Played the son of the Belvedere's. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that. Then again, though, it's been a while since I actually, like, I listened to, like, Marilyn Manson. Do you love potatoes? Yeah, Andy, I love chips as well, dude. Again, we love snacks. We love snacks in this place. All right, so now I got these burger patties on the sear, just like that. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna save the rest of the ground beef. Where did I put? There they are. Ugh. Hyperinflation all across Canada. I wouldn't necessarily just blame Justin Trudeau. I would actually also blame a lot of the grocery stores because, yeah, all owned by Galen Weston. Yeah, but overall, just because, again, with the, what do you call it, with the drought and stuff like that, it has been pretty crazy in terms of, what do you call it? It has been pretty crazy in terms of production, because it does drive costs. Because I saw, like, there was this nuts, like, beef, like a beef roast, like a prime, and it was only about this big. It was like this big. By that, you're looking at max maybe 10, 12 pounder. That thing was going for $142, man. I don't know. He was about 16, 17. That's interesting, dude. Williamsburg, what's good, man? Francis Mitchell, you have a good rest of your day. Or Preston, that's who you go by all means, you have a great rest of your Friday. Okay, so as these are searing, okay, so as these guys are searing, I'm just going to hit them with a bit of this Montreal, right? Give it a bit of that seasoning because when you do flip it, some of it will come off. Not necessarily, William. I am actually making more. They're going to be more like Salisbury steak per se, because I'm going to be doing mostly, the big thing is the stuffed potato, and this is the beef to go with it. So I'm doing a seared kind of like a potato patty, or no, beef patty to go with it. So when I hit it all with gravy, it's just going to be like blah, just nap time city. Carbon taxes, yeah. Let's get to 20. Yeah, I'm at 17,000 likes. Thank you guys again so much for all the likes. I appreciate it. If you can, hit up, keep hitting those likes for me. It does help me in the algorithm and all that good stuff. Get me in front of eyes just like yourselves, people that want to talk about food, food culture, recipes, recipe ideas, all that stuff. And as well, if you guys have any questions about food in general, restaurant stuff, recipe ideas, or need help with a recipe, go ahead, leave those comments in the comment section below for me. That'd be awesome. Yep, definitely eat the rich. All right, so this guy is just searing. I'm just going to go ahead and just make sure that these are just searing. I do want to have a good hard sear on the one side. All right, and then let that go. So I'm going to go ahead and start dressing up these potatoes. Nice. So yeah, as you guys see, an hour and 40 at 400. You can see that these are nice and squishy, so they create a really great potato jacket. All right. Okay, so with that, you're just gonna just place down. Let that do its thing. Where's my tongs? Nice. Yeah, I do want to get a little bit more sear on that one side. So with this, what you're going to do is, again, just give it a quick squeeze down the sides, like that, right? And then give it a snip, right? Without going all the way. You will kind of want the blade to go about 3/4 of the way down the potato. Steven Orvis, make some spaghetti, dude. You know it's going to be dank, right? Make sure to add a lot of cheese to it. If you can, add some cream to your tomato sauce. I love a good rosé. Yeah, I think these potatoes are going to come out real good. Steven Orvis, thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome to the live and welcome to the community. You're going to love the people in here. So again, you're going to give that a quick squeeze, right? And what I do is I always squeeze in the sides so that you get this nice pocket, okay? Right, you can still see it steaming, all that good stuff, and you got a nice airy center, all right? Another way to just kind of help out the jacket as well is I always like to cut off just the potato. It is a hot potato. Yes, it is definitely a hot potato. Okay, so boom, nice and lush, gorgeous. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and flip these burgers. Nice, and you're getting that nice crust on the outside from that bacon fat. All right, and then this, I'm just gonna put this on low, get my gravy warming, because essentially what I'm looking for here is I do want to get a good amount of melt on that, on the cheese. All right, so I got my 2 cheese right here. 2 cheese? I'm doing 3. Okay, good. All right, so the primaries for this is I'm going to go ahead Again, it's just going to be dank as fuck. So I'm trying to do like a hella gooey potato. So in order to achieve this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, just kind of create a divot. All right. And I'm going to add in just a small sprinkling of matzo. Right, that's going to add a good amount of chunk off the top or at the end, so it does come out a little bit creamier. Okay, the crust on the burgers, yeah, dude, there's a nice good amount of that, and the bottom will then just be seasoned fully with that nice Montreal smoked. MJ Roz, what's good, man? Hope you're having a really great Friday. I'm doing really well. Kelly, absolutely. You're one of the few. Definitely, if you get a chance. Yes, I will be posting all the updates on the newer episodes. I haven't updated my YouTube in maybe about a week or so. So I will be putting a lot of the episodes that anyone missed onto the YT channel as well. Elise, how did I bake the potato? In the oven, yes. I did it in the oven. It's seasoned with a little bit of canola oil, garlic, salt, and oregano on the outside. Okay, so give it this nice flavorful crust. And then I put it into the oven on a baking pan right here for about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 25 minutes at 400 degrees, uncovered. Okay, so that when it does come out after the hour and 20 minutes, I do then cover it with a little bit of plastic wrap to help get the skin nice and supple, so that when you do eat it, it's nice and cohesive all the way through. And Donna, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you for being here as well. Welcome to the live. You're gonna love the people that are in here. All right, so it's mozzarella cheese. So it's pizza mozzarella cheese on the bottom, nacho cheddar blend on the top. Then I'm going to go ahead and hit with some fucking squeakers, all right, to make it more like a poutine, what do you call it? Bob the Builder, welcome. All right, so then I'm going to hit it with some nice curd cheese, which is awesome. So these are a must if you're going to be doing anything like poutine related, but I do recommend if you're going to do anything gravy and potato related, got to throw them in. That guy, thank you so much for following the live. I appreciate you for being here. Okay, so I got this gravy. I'm just going to get this gravy up to a nice heat. And these burgers can now come off the heat as well. Yeah. Yes, the beef patties I just took from a container of just regular ground beef. And then you just make sure that you squish them, roll them out, and then get all the air out. Because that's super important to making sure that you get a good, proper sear. And then in the pan, I did render some bacon, which I have here, and I left the fat. So I'm just searing these burger patties just in bacon fat. You used my for your previous video. What did you use? That's awesome, dude. Great job. Yeah, dude. Make sure that when you do serve up that food, it's dank, like it's dense. You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited somebody was actually able to use it like that. That's awesome. The menu be busting. I appreciate you, Elise. Oh, man. Right on. Yeah, and again, guys, keep up on those likes as much as humanly possible for me. That does help me out a lot. Dom, what's good? I'm ordering in trifins. Oh, man, I hope you're having a great Friday as well. I hope today is leading into an amazing weekend for you. Moose meat. Hey, dude, you love cooking as well? I appreciate that, dude. Welcome to the live. I appreciate you for being here. Again, you're going to love the people that are in here because everybody is also a foodie in here, which I love to death. All right, so then I got these nice sears on this burger. There we go, done. So now that's just going to rest in the pan. Just so it just kind of creates crust all over the thing. Name a car for an edit. Triffin's Pizza. Interesting. I've never heard of that. You try a bacon cheeseburger with a bagel or grilled cheese. Yes, I have done it with. Actually, I have done it with a bagel. If you actually go way back in my TikTok profile, you'll see that I made it was like a double-decker bagel burger, right? With I think there was like 8 slices of bacon on it, a seared egg with a runny yolk. Yeah, and I have done the burger, but I did 2 grilled cheeses and then did as the bun, and then did a burger like that. Oh, MJ Ross, it's Saturday. You're in the future. Right on, dude. Yeah, man. What did you serve up? I'm so curious. And how did people like it? At least all it is just taking your time, enjoying yourself when you cook, right? Because at the end of the day, the more making Spuds Man's famous bean potato. I mean, I haven't done what do you call it, like an actual English potato before, because I know you guys do. Like, I know they have done it with like I've seen one with like, it was like beans and like canned tuna, but it looked fire. It looked like dank. It looked rich. You know what I'm saying? And happy weekend, MJ Roz. Thank you. Name a car for an edit. So I'm gonna say Alfa Romero. Wendy Burke with the Galaxy. Whoa! Thank you so much for that. And Moose Meat, thank you so much for the 10 ice cream cones. Oh my goodness. Kelly, you have a great rest of your night. Yeah, definitely check out the YouTube replay, okay? And I will catch you on the next live. Do you drink wine? No, I actually don't drink much at all. Hey, Lynn, what's good, dude? Wendy, thank you so much again for that Galaxy. Oh my goodness. That's so fire. Okay, so as these guys are resting, and I got this coming to a boil right now. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna grab a couple more things. All right, so it's just gonna get gooey as shit from here. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna get gnarly. All right, so I got all my cheeses kind of starting to warm up on the inside of that potato. All right, super important, because as I got my gravy now on a nice boil, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this burger patty, nicely seared, right? Put that on the side underneath. Okay, because again, the beef is just an addition. It's not like necessarily the main focal point here. All right.
You put butter in the potato, and Moose Meat is just dropping by. Have a great weekend. They'll be around more often.
Hey, Moose Meat, thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here. You have a great rest of your weekend as well. I hope to see you again, absolutely. And did I put butter in my potatoes? In this case, I'm not going to bother. You can put butter if you want. Yo, Doritos in your soft 100%. One of my favorite things too is these guys crushed up into your tacos, soft tacos. Like twists, grind that shit up in there. Oh. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead with this gravy. Boom. All right, and this is where it just gets fucked up. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead, pour it on. Right, again, that pocket is going to now, like, you notice there's not a lot of leakage coming out the sides, right? Not a crazy amount. There is, but there ain't. So the reason being is because all that shredded cheese now has melted into the cavity, and it's actually starting to get pushed down. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead with where is that's the word. So now I'm just going to go ahead with a nice hit of sour cream, right? Just on top. Again, this is mostly just for gooiness, right? Because this is going to just be a rich potato.
Can you explain how you're able to go live under 1,000?
Oh, okay. So Dom, yes, the reason Spudman butters them up, that's, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, because I know a lot of guys that deal with potatoes, they slap the butter in. But in this case, it's just so gooey that, like, quite honestly, the butter, it's okay. And Dom, yeah, the reason that I'm able to go live is because I approached an agency, like a TikTok run agency, to do this kind of content. And this is the same agency that will take on most people under 1,000, or you can actually even have like 5 followers technically. But the real thing is, you have to be going live. I believe it is 14 or 15 hours a month. Is that right? Yeah. 14 or 15 hours a month, and that grants you the ability to then go live. Oh yes, Whale Boy, not done yet, sir. So then yes, you got your sour cream on top, right? Bacon bits, right? Green onions. And boom. Right here is a fully ass loaded fully ass loaded, right? So it's like my version of like a baked potato meets poutine with KFC chicken gravy, and on the side just a little bit of hard seared beef patty. To be honest with you, yeah, I mean, it'd be great to be able to make money, because again, I'm using this live as kind of like a way to be able to, in the future, be able to help funnel people into my future Patreon and my future cookbook that I am currently in the process of writing. Right, because again, I do want to help people get their at-home cooking game to the next level, and really just kind of break the barrier between like normal people who do go to restaurants and the stuff that we do in kitchens as well. Yeah, Sherry, they again, I like a good poutine gravy, but like for some reason I just had a hankering for like the KFC chicken gravy is so gnarly. It's awesome. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I will be honest, Elise, I will be honest, I do swear quite often in like real life. But since I'm on live, I just thought it would be nice to not have to hear a dude just saying, like, just swearing at the screen. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to make a comfortable environment and safe environment for my fellow foodies, essentially, right? And Sherry, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you for being here. Again, you're going to love the community. These are all amazing people, loving, caring. Everyone shares, and it's an awesome community to be in. Have a cookbook for truck drivers. To be honest with you, I will have a lot of recipes with food that can be. You should follow because of the name. I appreciate you, dude. I do have a lot of recipes that can actually be done with ingredients that you find at like a 7-Eleven or at a truck stop. I guarantee it. Pauline, thank you so much for the follow as well. I appreciate you for being here. Welcome. Hey, Gypsy, honestly, man, like, I'm not the biggest fan of KFC now that we have, like, a Jollibee's and Popeyes, but to be honest, I love all fried chicken. Fried chicken is so fire. You know what I'm saying? Keep it PG. I try to, man. You know, I do swear every now and again. You guys will catch that. But, you know, with that being said, it is what it is. I mean, when was the last time you met a chef that didn't just swear his ass off? You know what I mean? All right, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead, get this over to Shannon, because I know for a fact my homegirl's been waiting. So I'll be right back, and I'll be here to plate up the parfait. What color? Any color? Alrighty. Alright, so I'm going to give you some of just that, and a little bit of this. Oop. And there we are.
Stuff in the fridge.
Not yet. Do we get Shannon's reaction?
It's fucking good.
Shannon! All right, and also period dot, I guess. Thanks so much for the follow as well. I appreciate you. Do I ever make sushi? Yes, I actually have an idea for a sushi recipe that I have coming up in the next week or so. You want to see Shannon? Huh? They want to see you. Huh? Want to see? They want to see what that chomp do.
What? Hello. It's good. I'm gonna go eat.
All right. So for the dessert, I was thinking, where is? Yeah. All right. I'll do it on this. Yeah, this cup's cute. So I got this like nice glittery cat cup. What I love about these like types of wine glasses is that they're stemless, and they make like most desserts kind of just look really good. She approves. Oh, for sure, she approves. Does Shannon have a TikTok? Yes, she does, but she doesn't post on it really. She just reposts. Oh, you repost every now and again, I'm sure. No? All right. So then with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead with, there's going to be 3 types of cookies in this beast. All right. The main base is going to be the chocolate chip. All right. And again, when it comes to like things that are at least in bags, you can just go ahead and crush them up, right? Crush them up as fine or as softly as you feel. So I'm going to go ahead and get that cream in there. Okay, and when it comes to handling anything like any of these types of cups, what I like to do is, again, I'm using a nice warm spoon for execution. So then it comes off the spoon very cleanly. Okay, so you're just going to put a little base of the cream at the bottom. Just like that. Well, let's go with just a little bit more. Okay. Actually, this might be soft enough that I can pour. Sweet. Okay, so again, a little base of the cream right here. Right, so then I'm going to go ahead with, where is it? This guy right here. I'm going to go ahead with a little bit of the chocolate chip. Okay, chocolate chip. Part of the base. You want reactions to the parfait? Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead again with just a touch of the cream on top, like that. Boom. Then I'm going to go ahead with a little bit of this shortbread. What I like about the shortbread is that it is a little bit, I guess it has a little bit more density. It's a shortbread, so like more like a sugar cookie. Okay. So it does contain a bit of the, like it has like a bit of thickness, but it also is like a bit stronger in texture. So just want to give that just a rough chop. Oh, your ground beef? Hey, you can do it in a pan, but you have to do it slowly. One of my secrets is in the pan. Okay, put it on medium-low heat, and what you're going to then do is you're going to put the frozen meat into a thing, no oil, right? If you have a spray it down with just a little bit of cooking spray, and then you're going to sear the side, flip it, and then scrape off the cooked stuff. I know that sounds weird, but like it's an easier hack than having to defrost it as a whole. What you're doing is now you're just defrosting it in layers, and while you're defrosting it, it is being cooked as well. Do I ever infuse my food? It depends on what you're infusing it with, but yes, when I was consuming cannabis, I was definitely infusing my food. Yes, but take it slow, because the hotter it is doesn't mean that the center is going to get cooked faster. You're just going to overcook your outside layers, okay? Right on. Okay, so I have second layers here, right? I'm going to go ahead and hit with the nice just sugar shortbread type of cookie. Boom. Okay. Then I'm going to hit with a hit of the caramel just on the outside rim, so that when it leaks, it'll give me that nice caramel layer. Okay. Go with another small hit of the cream. Boom, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go with something that gives me a little bit of color. Okay. I'm going to go with this really cool ube single cookie, right? It's super soft, but it is purple, so it's made of purple yams, which I just adore. So what I love to do is I will just go ahead, pour that on top. Okay, just like that, just to finish it off. Okay, and just a small finish of that on top. Okay. You can also hit it. You could also, instead of using caramel, be using just a little bit of like warmed up Nutella as well. I think would be an awesome thing to go with cookies as well. Yeah, and the thing is, again, like I'm Filipino, so I really do adore ube. So again, there's your cookie trifle. Nizis, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So again, it's a caramel cream with 3 different types of cookies. So the bottom cookie is really just a general, like a soft but dry chocolate chip. The second one is a sugar cookie. The ones that I use for St. Patrick's Day, but what I really love is that they had the green sprinkles, so that gives you this really cool green layer with a little hit of the caramel on the outside. On the top is ube cookie with a bit of extra cream and a little bit of extra caramel to finish, okay? Again, I love using cups like this if you're going to do a trifle. These are amazing, but you can also just use a bowl. But again, dessert doesn't have to be massive. It just I like doing petite desserts that are light. It's a really great, easy finish. Something that everybody can finish off. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to finish it off, but, make it easy for everybody to eat at the end of their meal without just bogging them down with nap times. Okay, Maribeth, hey, how are ya? Welcome to the live. I'm just finishing up here. I hope you're having a really great Friday. Yeah, and absolutely, if you want the parfait, if you're in Calgary, you know where we're at. Yes. Okay, so pretty much must eat potato. So pretty much we're at the end of the live. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. And just so you guys do know, I was late on my last post, I understand, but after every one of my lives, I will be taking photos and video of the finished products, so you can get a closer look at the dishes that I've made for every live. And with that said as well, I will be taking all of my videos, like all the live content that I have here, and reposting it on my YouTube channel. So if you guys do end up missing a live stream, by all means, hop on over to YouTube. It's the same name that I have up here. By all means, look that up. And then if you missed any of my episodes, you can replay them. So with that being said, I think we're pretty much good to go here. I will try to get on the Sunday live stream. I am on set filming again, but if we're able to get all our shots on the Sunday, I most likely will be shooting, but if not, I will most likely then make up that day for Monday. So I will see you guys then. And Elise, I can meal prep. I just haven't done it in a while. Because I do like being able to cook stuff on the fly or as I see it. But yeah, if you guys, again, have any questions, comments about recipes, recipe ideas, stuff like that, go ahead, give me a DM by all means. If you guys haven't as well, please be sure to follow my page for any updates or anything upcoming. And y'all have a great rest of your weekend. I appreciate you guys for being here. And I will see you guys on the next live. Cheerio. All right.